I've never seen it done. I
You
don't
can.
know how it's done. I've been online looking and nothing.
Well, and some of the piercings I have seen online wouldn't necessarily let you know what it looks like when I do one. But
I have no idea.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Well, I've seen some scary piercing on the internet. It might not necessarily encourage you to go through with it.
Some people do it just to do it. They don't really care about the properness or the.
No, and the truth is that
Unfortunately.
it's rather underregulated. There's not a whole lot of enforcement in areas where they do have laws, and that allows people who don't really know what they're doing to go ahead and pierce, and yeah, doesn't work out so well.
But it just puts a bad name on the whole thing.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate.
So that's why consumers need to be educated to get a good job, and that's why I wrote a book, The Piercing Bible, because it's actually the first comprehensive book in the English language about body piercing. There isn't another one, and it just came out in May, and some very exciting news for me, it already reprinted in September. The dots are before we do the piercings, so just look straight ahead.
Okay, what do you got? I want to read that. Are there pictures?
There are pictures in the book, yes, absolutely. So you don't have a kind of defined little sort of lobe-shaped flap like some gals do. So I'm gonna try to work with a spot that'll be comfortable and show to some extent. So you do have a fairly deep navel, and if I were to go inside your navel any, the jewelry wouldn't really show. So what I'm doing is I'm cheating it out toward the edge of the bottom so that it's a little more visible.
That'll work for you? You remember the first time you had it done?
Yeah, I can see the marks. At present, the marks where her piercing was before would allow the jewelry to face the floor, which wouldn't really look as nice when she's standing up. You wouldn't really see it. So I'm kind of scooting it up from there. So I can see that the previous marks were here and here, and this is scooting up some. And go ahead and turn to the mirror, and no touching. But yeah.
Do you want it?
It'll still
I
be
just
pretty.
want to make sure. I'm sorry, I know.
Alright, I'm gonna go.
Well, these are things done because the guy had done surface.
Right. Yes. No. I'm.
And it won't be too thin or something?
No, not
I don't
at all.
know. I just
Not
read
at
it.
all.
I read everything.
So I'm going ahead and I'm doing a little tissue manipulation, is what I call it. It's just like a little bit of massage to prepare the area, and then I'm going to put some forceps on. You'll feel a mild pinching, and the piercing is just super fast, and it's not a very sensitive area here.
Well, then I'm gonna have to give one too.
Just kidding. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and put the forceps in place.
Oh, Dad would not be happy.
And that's the pinching. That's as tight as I'm going to pinch you. That's not that
Does
big
it
a deal,
pinch
huh?
tightly at all?
No, I
'Cause
didn't
Jenny
even
said
feel
that
her
was
pinch it.
really, really bad when they did that to her.
It shouldn't pinch too tight. All right, that looks good. And I just want you to take a nice, slow, deep breath in, and exhale. You're pierced.
That's it?
That's it.
That hurts really okay.
Jewelry's in. I'm just gonna screw the stone on the top.
Why is it getting louder and louder?
I guess because you're not answering it.
Today, and the needle was like this thick and I couldn't do it. And she yelled. Oh, so, oh man.
I was waiting
Okay.
for the clamps to pinch me. They
Well,
never really.
No, there's no
You're like,
need
this
for
is
that.
not
You
pinch.
know, I don't know why. I think it's a lack of training. But
Cool.
yeah, there's no real need for